Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you through this topic, geometrical constructions, and for this particular subtopic, we'll be covering something called proportional division of a line. So we want to see what proportional division of a line is all about and how we can do it using geometry. So we have a few questions on the same to help us with illustrations on how we can divide a line proportionately. And of course, at the end of the lesson, we'll be having some questions in the form of assignment just to help you practice and also to help you gauge on your understanding of the concept as discussed during this lesson. So what does it mean when you talk about proportional division of a line? So we say that lines can be proportionately divided into a given number of equal parts by use of parallel lines. So remember when you are drawing parallel lines in the previous slide, we talked about two approaches. One, using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, and two, using a ruler and a set square. So either of the two can be used. We are basically going to use a ruler and a pair of compasses only to help us do the same. So the procedure is that we start with a line segment AB that will be divided into a given number of equal parts. A given case scenario is whereby this line is going to be divided into 5 equal parts. It must not necessarily be 5. It can also be 6, 7, 8, 9, and even 10. So we have just picked on 5 just to help us with the illustration on how you can divide a line into a given number of equal parts. So this is what we call proportional division, proportional division of a line. You know, dividing a given line into a number of equal parts. It could be 2 equal parts, it could be 3 equal parts, it could be 5, 10, and even 12 equal parts. It can also be in a particular ratio. You can also be told to divide a particular line into a given ratio. Maybe divide the line into the ratio, into a given ratio of maybe 2:3, or maybe 3:4, and so on and so forth, you know. So when you are asked to divide this line into a given number of equal parts or a given ratio, basically what you do is to draw a line like this one here. So if you're using a set square, then you draw only one line. But if you're using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, then you have to draw two. One on the lower side and another one on the upper side. So this one we have drawn one here. So if you have to use a ruler and a pair of compasses only like we are going to do in this case, then we're going to draw another one on the lower side. So we're going to draw one from uh, A, another one from B, and then we divide both of them into a given number of equal parts. Like for example, if you are told to divide the line into 5 equal parts, like in this case, then we are going to divide this line into 5 equal parts. The line that we have drawn, you see this line here, we'll divide this line into 5 equal parts. So the first one is this. So you must maintain this radius here. If you start with a particular radius, you don't have to use a particular any measurement. I mean, you can use whatever appropriate. Of course, you can't use maybe a radius of this kind, because then if it is that, you're not going to get 5 of them, you know. I mean, you're going to exhaust the available length before you get 5 equal divisions. So it must be a convenient radius. Like this one thing is a one that is relatively convenient. So then you divide, you see, 5 equal parts depending on how many parts or on what ratio you're going to divide it. So you this is the first one, then you go up to the fifth one, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see that up to the fifth one here. So if you are to use a set square, then basically what you'll do is to join this. You join this to this. So you'll draw lines that are parallel to this and passing through these points. You see. So you're going to draw lines using a set square, lines parallel to the line that I've drawn. That is if you're to use a set square. You know, I'm not going to use a set square for this particular lesson. This is what I will do. See, I'm going to do that. So I'll have to draw the lines that are parallel to this line. Maybe I call this A prime B, and passing through the given points. Well, you know, those ones. So for this particular lesson, I'm not going to use the set square. I'm going to use a ruler and a pair of compasses only. So what I'll do is that once I do that, I'm going to do the same on the lower side, but now using the same measurements. I'll not make adjustments on the pair of compasses that I've used. So I'm going to draw another line on the lower side, but with the same measurements. You know, I'll not adjust the pair of compasses. So you see. So with the compasses width set at CB, draw an arc from A just below it, So this is where CB is. So CB is this radius here. So use this as the center, make an arc down there. See, the radius will be this one here, CB. See. So you make an arc on the lower side here. This one is a technique whereby I'm going to use a ruler and a pair of compasses. So draw an arc down there. Then with the compass width set as AC, so AC is here. So AC is here. Then you use B as the center, make an arc to cut the first arc. Remember, you had used A, you made an arc. So using B as the center, make an arc to cut the first arc at that point. Yes, at that point over there. Then you join B2. See. Then you use the same measurements to divide the line into a given 6. In this case, we are dividing the line into 5 equal parts. So the same measurements are used here, these ones. So you're going to divide this into 5 equal parts. So draw a line from D to B using the same compasses, width as used to step along AC, that is along this. So those widths are supposed to be the same ones down here. So 5 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one should be at D down there. So just a matter of joining them now. See, using a ruler, join this to this, join that to that, join this to this, join this to this. And with that, we shall have divided the line into 5 equal parts. See, that is using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. We shall have divided the line into 5 equal parts. So I want to try and see if you can do it here. So first you want to draw a line of length 11. So this is P. And then I use P as the center and length is 11.7. So 11.7 should be somewhere there. That way, so that is where Q is. So using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, we're going to divide in 5 equal parts. So I'll draw this line. This line I just draw it randomly that way. And then I will divide it into 5 equal parts. Let me make it a little bit longer. That way. So 5 equal parts. So the first one, the second one, third, then fourth, then fifth. See. So this is the D. So I'll use QD as the radius. I will make an arc down here. Hopefully it works. Then I'll use So for that matter, let me use a ruler and a pair of compasses only. So I'll join Q to D, Q to D. Then now I'll draw lines that are parallel to the line QD and passing through these given points. So I will have to slide now my set square. So the first line is this one here. And with that, we shall have divided the line PQ into 5 equal parts. So you can see the first one here, second one, third, fourth, and finally fifth. So that is how you divide a line proportional to 5 equal parts. Now, in this case, I've used a set square because now the space available down here is not sufficient enough to help me do the same thing that I've done up there. So you can attempt this as an assignment together with the assignment that is given, just to help you practice on what you have learned. Otherwise, that marks the end of the lesson. Until next time, goodbye.